Hey guys, Prince of Macedon here. Gonna do a commentary video for Total War Rome 2. This would be a Macedon versus Colchis battle. I'll be commanding the Macedonians. My opponent's name is Shenanigans, commanding Colchis. And obviously this replay is, or this video is gonna come from the replay, so this will be a replay commentary. Let's go fire it up. And I went with my hero build, but with a slight variation of it. Because I was fighting Kolkhis, I dropped one of my pike units and went for more foot skirmishers. But it's my hero build is focused around a real Peltis general, 3 Thessalian cav, and mainly pikes. But as I said, I brought foot skirmishers, but I didn't know what to expect from my opponent. My opponent went with no foot skirmishers, but he did bring 3 horse archers and 1 horse skirmisher. So he does have some elements of a skirmish unit in his army, albeit they're all mounted. So here is my army. I do have 1 Royal Peltist, 3 Thessalian Cav, 3 Archers with 1 experience upgrade each, 3 Javelin Men with 1 experience upgrade each, 6 Pikemen, and 4 Thorax Pikes. So my infantry is all on the left. I put my Cav on the right. And my opponent's army is currently obscured by this big mountain. And I left one of my Thessalian cav units out in the open here. And what I wanted to do was taunt his troops to come forward, chase after him, and then bushwhack him with these hidden Thessalian cav. It was just a ploy. Not a game winner, but it is something to, you know, just a bit of a trickery to add into my tactical repertoire. So I see some units over here. I really wasn't sure where his army was, because I saw like scattered units, some here, and then I started to see a lot over here, but they all appeared to be mounted, so I really didn't know where his main body of infantry was, although there is a unit of axemen coming over here. So he is going to bring some horse archers forward to chase after my Thessalian cav, so let's go talk about his army. He's got a unit of, well, he has 4 units of noble blood cav, 1 containing his general. Then he has 1 axeman, there's 1 back there. And then he has 5 units of Carly Axemen. They're hidden back here behind this mountain, I believe. 4 hoplites, 3 horse archers, here's some of them, and 1 unit of horse skirmishers. And a horse skirmisher is basically it's a jav cav. So anyhow, there's one of his other horse archer units. So his army is still pretty much obscured by the terrain, but so right now I'm getting shot by his horse archers. I'm pulling my Thessalian cav back. Haven't lost any horses yet. And this is when I start to bring out my archers. I swung them around from this flank, or from this wing. I'm bringing them over to the other wing to combat his horse archers. And I also have my general coming over there. I really wasn't sure where the main part of the battle was going to be at this point. So I'm still running away. I haven't taken any casualties yet. But as I suck these horse archers farther into this area here, that means their line of retreat is also being cut off. So he peeled off one of his horse archers. He's going to pull back, and he's going to let one of his horse archers just keep shooting at my Thessalian cav. I lost a horse already. And I got these archers chasing after his horse archers. And this is when his noble blood cav comes. He has 2 of them, 1 being his general. Then there's more units coming. Noble blood cav, so that's where all of his noble blood calves in this sector of the battlefield. And he's using these guys, horse archers here, to pepper my my pikemen on the side. At around this point, I start bringing over my thorax pikes here, because I use my Thessalian cav to slam into his noble blood cav over here. Now his general had this ripe target with my archers, but that's fine. They got my real pelters coming in. I'm going to lose a lot of archers in the process. And I'm also going to start swinging my Thessalian cav over to assist. And unfortunately, I thought they were running, but when I targeted his general, they went back to walking. I didn't see that they were just walking. So now they're getting tons of shots. Or they're getting shot by that horse archer unit right there. So now I get them moving, finally. And I want to kill his general. I got my general in the vicinity too, trying to kill his general. And I'm using 2 units of thorax pikes here. I'm going to put them right here to ward off his noble blood cav, but they are beating the crap out of my Thessalian cav. This one's a little bit more even. My guys are at 38, his guys are at 39. So I'm going to put these guys here to save the day. And I'm going to give chase after these noble blood cav who are running away from my pikes. As they run away, though, they incur a lot of casualties. So they will actually be routed from the battlefield from running away. So you have to be careful when you try to pull away from an engagement. It could cost you. Now I have to pull away from his Cartly Axeman. And here's his here's his general right here. As they're trying to pull away, they're also taking casualties. I also have my thorax pikes in the vicinity, trying to ward off these noble blood cav. Their pikes are out, and his general is being hammered right now from behind. Got my Thessalian cav on him. I think he probably should have stood his ground maybe at this point. And when I realized that the main fight was going to happen over on the right side, that's when I started to swing my guys away. I left these guys in place to just ward off these horse archers. These are my peltists. Sorry, my javelin men, that's what they're called. But yeah, I'm running all my my regular pikemen to the side. And this is where I have my pikes. My pikes are in place. And they did a pretty good job warding off these Cartly Axemen. I killed about 15 or 16 units. And I lost only one thorax pike in that battle. But he has no general anymore. I'm losing some units over here, though. That's his one horse archer unit. So I started to run my javelin men towards his horse archer unit here. I believe I actually get lucky here. Actually kill this unit of horse archers. Because he's watching the other side of the battlefield. These guys are not going to run away. They're just going to sit there and get hacked by my javelin men. So yeah, he's going to lose this unit. But this is kind of a sideshow at this point. Don't really care about that. Here is where the huge main part of the battle is going to be. I got my pikemen in lines here. These are my thorax pikes. They're a little bit better than my regular pikemen. He's got this unit of Hoplites in this little gap right here. This gap. And I'm going to rush in some regular pikemen to try to seal that gap before he starts rushing in. A little too late though. He's already wrapping around my guys. But I got some pike reserves coming. These guys were in phalanx formation already when this unit charged of Cartly Axemen. I don't believe my guys do too well in that fight, even though I had them in a semi-ideal situation. Although he will start to wrap around my flanks there, so maybe not too ideal. But I do have reserves. And what's happening in the backfield? His horse archers are still cleaning up my guys in the back. But at least they're shooting, you know, these fodder units like regular archers. I had this one depleted unit of Thessalian cav, but that's pretty much the entirety of my mounted force. But with my hero build, the Thessalian cav aren't really too important. Unfortunately, I should have ran away here. So he's going to charge in with these horse skirmishers. And I'm going to countercharge with my general. So it looks like it's a pretty good situation for my pikes right now. Some of them, well, they're all in pike formation, phalanx formation. I'm losing too many guys in this thorax pike. I should have stretched the lines out more. Here comes some noble blood cav coming through that gap right there. I wasn't able to seal it properly, but I'm rushing up my back line of pikemen. But yeah, this is my hero unit, my Royal Peltas. They're doing a pretty good job of killing these mounted units. They probably should not have engaged in a stand-up fight against my Royal Peltas. It's not going to go too well for them. Oh yeah, over here, this unit of horse archers. They went for a charge on my javelin men. And it's kind of interesting, javelin versus javelin men, except my guys outnumber his, and my guys are on foot, his guys are mounted. So my general's still beating down these noble blood cav. They're going to pull out of that fight. That was a good move. Now he's going to rush in and charge these javelin men over here. So yeah, this fight, it's still, I mean, it looks like it could be ideal for me, but I do have kind of a line here. These guys are not in phalanx, unfortunately. Alright, so now he's got these noble blood cav attacking my javelins. For some reason, these guys are just sitting there. So I'm going to turn them around and start shooting at this unit of Noble blood cav. I think they should have turned around automatically and started shooting at them. But whatever. Alright, so they're gonna stop here to throw their javelins. And I believe that's gonna ward off these unit of noble blood cav. There's only 11 men left. So yeah, they're gonna go bye-bye. How many unit? Okay, kill that unit there. So I have a free unit of javelin men who I'm gonna use to try to seal up these mighty gaps here. Now these guys were in phalanx, but it's not the best positioning, I guess. It's kind of hard to get your guys facing the right direction sometimes. You can click on that unit, on the enemy unit, but your guys will still be out of position sometimes. See, right over here, this is what was happening. Like, I targeted this unit, but they're facing the wrong way. And look at my general. He's gonna fight like a boss here, taking on some axemen and some horse archers. And that unit of horse archers is gonna go bye-bye. And remember this unit of javelin men that took out his noble blood cav? They're being chased by these Cartly axemen. So I'm gonna pull these guys away. I think in this case I'm gonna kite too far with them. I probably should have just turned around and just fought these guys. There's only 31 Cartly axemen, and I had 89. My thing at the time was that I can just pull these Cartly axemen away from this fight. Right now it looks like it's favoring me. Even the balance bar likes me. So if I pull that unit of Cartly axemen away, that'd be great. And my general, he's holding his own against these Cartly axemen, but they're 66, and my general is at 51. I thought that was a pretty good odd against regular axemen. And unfortunately, this battle over here is not going too well. My pikemen over here, they're losing. They're not. I don't think they're in phalanx. Let's see. I mean, some of them have their. No, they're not in phalanx. Are they? Looks like some of them are in phalanx, or some of them have their sarissas drawn. Others don't. And here, I thought it really had a good positioning on these Cartly axemen. Even this unit that's completely out of positioning. If you guys think I'm doing this on purpose, I'm really not. It's really interesting using pikemen, to say the least. It's hard getting them to face the right direction. And when you do, they don't really kill that fast. But, I mean, right now, it really does look like this battle favors me, doesn't it? So when this unit of pikes leave the battlefield, I use this unit, my last reserve unit, to poke these guys from behind. These guys are fighting over here against regular hoplites. My guys are at 72, his are at 60. My real peltis is losing, that's my general. Unfortunately, these regular axemen fought like lions here and actually beat my general. That was not good. Okay, here, we're here with the crucial mistake here. Like, I was not paying attention well enough. I meant to bring these guys back after he stopped chasing my javelin men. But you can see he already stopped chasing. I should have been chasing back a long time ago. See that big gap here? I should have been chasing a long time ago. Because they're going to join this fight over here long before my javelin men start moving. But still, I mean, I really like my positioning here. It's just these pikemen are kind of interesting. So he's going to pull back those regular axemen. Look at these guys facing the wrong way. I tried to reposition my pikes here, and he got a pretty good charge on them. So I start losing guys here. So yeah, my javelin men are moving now, but it's... Look how much closer his Cartly axemen are to my guys. Look at that. Look at that. That's so far. See, these are regular pikemen. That's why the morale isn't that great. That's why they're blinking, even though they're still pretty healthy numbers. I mean, I still like my phalanx units, but yeah, it is it is quite the proposition using them in a fight. So got some more units blinking over here. So now I've got this 1 unit of pikemen taking on 3 units of Colchian troops, and I got my javelin coming in. I didn't expect my pikes to last this long, because they have no general, they have no support, and they're just regular pikemen. He peels off this 1 unit of Cartly axemen, so that relieves some of the pressure on the backs of these regular pikes. And I'm going to put my javelin in here. I'm going to let them skirmish these guys.
Attack, brave sons of Macedon! Cut them down!
Cut them down! Cut them down. Those guys are exhausted. Now they're dead. Now, I need to rush these guys over there before this pike unit gets hammered. So you're going to see what happens. Look at my pikes, or my javelin men. They're so close. I think had I moved them sooner, like earlier when I was kiting away, I would have. I think that would have been crucial in winning this fight. As it stands, my pikes didn't last too long while being surrounded, so I lose my pike unit that was holding those Cartly axemen in place. And without the pikes to hold them, my javelin men can't do it against these Cartly axemen. But I think had I turned my javelin men back in time, because of my micro mistake there, I probably could have won this fight. I think it was those crucial few seconds that I didn't start moving my javelin men in time. So it's a very close battle. We're gonna look at the damage here. Look at that. Look at this unit of Cartly axemen. They killed 259. Whereas on my side, none of my guys really killed too many. Like the highest kills came from my general, and I think a lot of those kills were horses. That's why the count's kind of low. But I'm pretty sure my general killed a lot. It's just that the number of units in a horse unit isn't that much. But anyways, very good game to my opponent. I really enjoyed this battle, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it too. I'll see you guys later.